what are we supposed to do at the Ohel?
You know what? Let's go inside. I have a feeling it will all speak for itself.
Oh, hello. Come on in. It's not that I'm lonely here and seeking company. After all, the Ohel is one of the most visited places in the world. It's just that I am honored to be the first one to welcome you here. That is actually my job. When people come to the Ohel, it is right that they should think about with whom they came to connect. They should think about the place they will soon be davening, the Tzion. When you look at the Rebbe, it helps you feel his closeness. When you hear him speaking, it helps you realize that you really want to do the things that he teaches. And when you see the Rebbe's Ahavas Yisrael to every person, it helps you choose better ways of speaking and behaving with people. And when you see the Rebbe's Chayos, you can feel his simcha in Yiddishkeit and in learning Torah and doing mitzvos. All this and more can also help remind you what are important things for you to daven and ask for when you go into the Tzion. You know, interesting things sometimes happen right here. One day I was just doing my thing, playing the video, when a chassid walks in. He stood right there where you are standing, his eyes upon the screen. And suddenly, he turns excitedly to the person who's standing next to him. He whispers, but I hear him well. Did you see that? That was a video of me at Kos Shel Bracha when I was a bacher. The Rebbe had poured wine in my cup and lifted his hand in a full circle motion. Oh, how I needed to see that right now. I like my golden color and am happy when I get dusted and cleaned. Yes, I know that no one is really coming to see me, but I am proud to be here doing what I know how to do best, framing it right. Sometimes it's crowded and children like you can't see the video, and it's good to have a picture that doesn't move like a video and gives you time to concentrate. So you can always come right over here and prepare yourself for going into the Tzion by picturing the Rebbe right in front of you. That's just how Hasidim have always worked on the Hiskashrus. You know, I remember when they first put me together as a frame. I was wondering which picture of the Rebbe they would use. I think they chose well. This picture shows the Rebbe in the action he always taught us to do, giving money to be put in tzedakah. The Rebbe gave and gave and gave. Giving tzedakah is a very good thing to think about before going into the Tzion. At a time when I may be planning to daven for things I want, is exactly the right time to also think, how can I be of help to others? I can share what I have. I can tell someone else how special they are, or even offer a smile and make someone feel good.
Yes, a lot of people turn this way as soon as they walk into this room. I don't blame them. They may be hungry. But really, the refreshments are here for people who come back from the Tzion. The Rebbe would not eat, though he would drink before coming to the Tzion of the Frierdiker Rebbe. Many people, young and old, follow the Rebbe's example and do not eat anything until they come out. I have been placed here so people can have a hot drink as well. I am comfortable with my job because just as my water keeps bubbling, I'm in a place that is bubbly with activity. I get to see so many different things that may be going on. Because the Ohel is a place of Hiskashrus, people come here for many important occasions. Little boys who are having an upshernish, bar mitzvah boys who are putting on tefillin for the first time, Hassan and Kala who'll be announcing their engagement,
children's rallies, Verbrengans, and Shabbatons.
I get to see many people who come here from all over the world. The Ohel is really a place of life. People may have their personal reasons for coming to the Rebbe, but no matter why a person comes, coming to the Rebbe helps a person feel that his neshama is alive. This can help us remember that when coming to the Ohel, we should be thinking about filling our lives with all the things Hasidus teaches us.
I am glad someone took me off the shelf. This is another way people can prepare to go into the Ohel. Learning the Hasidus that the Rebbe teaches us connects us to him very powerfully. When we feel stronger his kashrus, our time in the Ohel will be much more meaningful and special. I don't feel bad when children choose to take a different book off the shelf, like a book of stories about the Rebbe. When we read stories about the Rebbe, it uplifts us. Then, when we daven at the Tzion, our davening is much better. You know, I can sometimes sense things about the person who writes his pan, his private note which he or she will read at the Tzion. I can try to guess where the person comes from just by feeling the direction they are taking me. Hebrew and Yiddish are from right to left, and English, French, Spanish, Russian, and other languages are from left to right. Every person writes in the language they feel comfortable writing. After all, a pan is a very personal note. Nobody else will read it except for the person who writes it, or if someone was asked to read it for them. Writing a pan is not the same for every person and at all times. Can he be asking for a bracha for someone who is sick? Might she be moving to a new place and hoping the changes won't be hard and she'll make new friends quickly? Perhaps they're asking to feel stronger in their hiskashrus to the Rebbe, or to be successful in fulfilling their hachlotus. It's all right to write whatever you want or may be thinking about. Sometimes they may not be thinking of things that are happening around them, but rather things that may be going on inside of themselves. Perhaps he would like to be davening better each day. Maybe she would want to be nicer to her classmates. These are important things that you can write about in your pan, asking for a bracha to become a better person. Many people address their pan with the words Kvoid Kedushas Adonenu Morenu V'Rabbeinu. This is a respectful way of beginning a pan. After you write your pan, make sure to sign your Hebrew name, adding Ben or Bas, son or daughter, and then your mother's Hebrew name. This is the Jewish way to ask for a bracha and daven for your needs. I think it's going to be my turn now. I can see that boy with the fancy yarmulke coming right towards me. I'm not sure, but I suppose you're right. Usually boys go for the blue slippers. Well, I hope it is. I was getting a bit restless waiting for someone to use me. It's really nice for a simple pair of plastic slippers like us to be used for a special occasion. Yes, I agree. Though sometimes I notice people's surprised looks when they come here for the first time. They were probably expecting people to be dressed up when they come to the Ohel. Well, people actually do dress up because it is a special occasion. If you're going to have something like a yechidus with the Rebbe, you should be dressed respectfully. Of course. That's probably why they are surprised to see people changing their shoes into slippers. Well, for example, Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu to take off his shoes because he was standing in a holy place. It helps remind people that going into the Tzion is very special, and I must say I feel honored to be part of this. Oh, here comes a sweet-looking girl. I think she's headed in my direction this time. Looks like she's wearing lace-ups. I hope she remembers to wash her hands after she changes her shoes before she goes to the Tzion. Yeah, I noticed that boys usually remove them hands-free without bothering to unlace, so there's no need to wash. And now he's ready to go to the Tzion.
It's pretty quiet around here most of the time, so I really welcome the sounds of clinking coins or swooshing dollar bills. I really appreciate when people remember about me. Sometimes they are eager to go straight into the Tzion, and they may pass right by. But I'm pretty big, so it's hard to miss me. I can remind people that one of the most important preparations for davening here is to give tzedakah. Giving tzedakah shows that we are thinking about others. We share what we have, and this brings more goodness into the world, making it a better place, ready for Mashiach. I am probably the most knocked-on door in the world. The Rebbe would always knock on the door whenever he would come here to the Tzion of the Frierdiker Rebbe. It is out of respect for this holy place. Like asking permission before entering instead of walking right in. People are careful to knock softly out of respect, and also so they won't disturb others who may be davening inside. I try to close myself gently so I won't disrupt anyone either. Everyone here is concentrating. The adults are reading from a book called the Minor Loshen. This is the sefer that the Rebbe davened from when he came here. Children can daven from the child version that was prepared especially for them. I am very pleased to have been put right here. Everyone has to come here and wash their hands after they have gone through the Beis HaChaim. I get a chance to see the faces of people as they come back from being at the Tzion. Sometimes people look very happy. Sometimes people seem serious, as if they're still thinking about the special moment they had just experienced with the Rebbe. Sometimes people appear to be hopefully wishing that they would be able to fulfill the good hachlotas they made during this visit to the Ohel. Most faces seem to say that their special time at the Ohel would give them strength and encouragement when they go back home. And all faces show that they will do their best to make sure that very soon we will not come here at all, but greet the Rebbe with the coming of Mashiach.
Rebbe,